My agent brought me the script of Soul Surfer, but I knew Bethany's story because, it happened when I was really young, but for years and years we've had Bethany Hamilton, Foundation for a Better Life poster in the Denver airport. So every time I was either coming home from filming or leaving, I would see her.
Right.
And so I knew her story, and I was really excited to read the script. And I read it, and I had all these questions for Sean, our director. I was like, did this actually happen? Was she actually this, courageous? And he was like, yes, she did that, yes. And so I was just so excited, and I thought it was a fantastic role. It seemed so challenging, and I really was interested in it.
What was it like portraying a real person? What kind of a challenge was that for you?
It was definitely kind of daunting because Bethany's one of my good friends. So that sort of, I really wanted to tell her story. I wanted to, be honest about it. And so I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I just really wanted to kind of capture her energy, even if I, messed up everything else.
So at what point did you actually get to meet her for the first time, and what was that experience?
I remember she called me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and when I was back in Colorado, and I've never been at a loss for words. I'm kind of a talker, and I couldn't say anything. I couldn't believe that she called me.
Right.
On Christmas, and I was just...
Oh, wow.
I was in shock. Anyway, but the first time I actually met her, I flew down to Kauai, where she lives, and we just hung out for a couple days. And I remember she has a big silver truck, and she pulled up. We had a little house on the beach that they rented for us, and she pulled up, and I remember just sitting there waiting, being like, oh my gosh, this moment is forever going to change my life.
Yeah.
It will never be the same.
Right.
And it hasn't. It's been awesome.
That's amazing. We had a bunch of readers asking us on Twitter if you'd ever surfed before.
Yeah. I didn't know you could ask questions on Twitter.
Well, I kind of tweeted out that I was going to meet you and see if they had any questions, so they tweeted back.
I'm not very good at Twitter, but no, I had taken a 2-hour surf lesson 3 years before, and if you surf, that's doesn't count.
I don't, because I'm terrified, but I would imagine.
Yeah, and so this was kind of like a crash course, and I had amazing surf coaches, and I love surfing now. I'm not very good. Surfing's one of those things where you have to work at it every day for 20 years to get really, really good at it.
Right.
And Bethany's been surfing since before she could walk,
right.
And she's now on the pro circuit. And so it was definitely a process, and I trained for about 8 weeks, and but I love it. I just love being in the ocean, even if I don't get a wave or something. I don't know. I just love getting out there and paddling around.
Do you still try and surf when you have time?
I do. Yeah, I live in Colorado.
Right.
It's kind of hard to do there.
There's not many waves in Colorado.
No.
Fair enough. So since it's a surfing movie, you spend most of the time in your bathing suit. Do you have maybe advice for teen girls that feel self-conscious, especially with the summer coming up? How do you deal with the, feeling comfortable in your own skin?
Yeah, I remember, I trained I trained my butt off for this movie. I worked so hard because Bethany's a pro athlete, so I just wanted I can't keep that up. I could never, ever look like that ever again. And you just have to, even if you never get to that point, you just have to be happy with yourself. That's one thing that is so admirable about Bethany, is that it's her beauty on the inside. She's a gorgeous girl, but it's her beauty on the inside that she cares about, not on the outside.
Right.
And the right guy, like it says in the movie, the right guy will come along and love you for what's inside. And I feel like we have this preconceived notion of what women should look like, when really everyone's body is different. There's no Barbie doll format that we all can fit into. Everyone's different. So I think it's just, feeling great in your own body, and humans aren't made to look perfect.